Hello everyone, welcome to lesson number 3. Today we are going to talk about G chord and D7 chord. Now let's review how to play G chord. Your index finger comes to the second fret of third string and middle finger comes to first string of second fret, same fret. And the ring finger comes to third fret of second string. Now let's go back to what we talked about in lesson 2 when we played G7 chord. We talked about noticing this curvature on the head. We're using this part of the hand, move up there a little bit, so open up the hand, not too close, to play the G7 chord. Much easier to get the position. Same thing can be said for playing G chord. Use the space, open up the hand, like this. Open up the hand, not closing G. Open up the hand so you can stand up your fingers straight up, just like this. Again, look at from this angle. When I say open up the hand like this. Then put the fingers down to play G chord. Not closed like this. Open. You see? Your fingers stand up nicely. Okay, now let's talk about playing D7 chord. Some people teach using index finger on fourth string second fret and second finger on second fret second string like this. Actually, I believe it's better if you use middle finger on fourth string second fret, just like you're playing A minor. Then ring finger comes to second string second fret. Again, you open up the hand, just you play the G7 or G chord, just like this. Again, from this angle. Middle finger on second fret of fourth string. Ring finger on second fret, second string. Open up the hand. Then strum. Now let's talk about just a little bit of music theory here. Right now we are playing in key of G. In key of G, G chord is we call 1 chord, and D7 we call the 5 chord or 5/7 chord. G, A, B, C, D. Now G7 chord is also called dominant chord, and the function of this dominant chord is that it will most likely lead to 1 chord, G. G, D7, and G. So it is very important that you'll be able to play this connection between G and D7 chord very smoothly. But I know that a lot of beginners have very difficult time connecting these two chords nice and smoothly. I'd like to show you why you may be having difficulty playing those two chords. When you're playing D7 chord, going to G chord, I see lots of students try to jump 2 fingers, go to G. Again, they're trying to do this. D7s and jump. when you jump from one chord to another, you may be able to land it safely, but lots of times you may not. You may crash. That's what I see lots of students struggle with playing those two chords. Now I'd like to show you there is a safer, easier way to go from D7 chord and G chord. When you look at G chord and the D7 chord, you will notice there is one finger that will stay on the same string on both chords. Can you tell me which one? Yes, that is ring finger. If you see it on G chord, ring finger stays on the second string. D7 chord, it's on the second string as well. Now in lesson 2, we talked about playing G7s to C chord. The ring finger stayed on first string, so you simply slide one fret up to go back to C chord. We talked about this concept of guide finger, if you remember that. We are going to apply this guide finger concept to going from D7 chord to G chord. You play D7 chord, then you lift up your middle finger. The ring finger slides on second string up to one fret to the third fret. Middle finger then goes to first string, second fret. Then index finger goes to third string, second fret. Here goes G chord. Let's look at from this angle. Again, D7 chord. I lift up my middle finger. Then ring finger does not leave, stays, but slide up. Slide up. Then middle finger goes to first string, second fret, and index finger goes to third string, second fret. This is G chord again. Now, if you are fingering D7 chord, like in many instruction books, putting index finger on fourth string and the middle finger on second string, you will not have any common finger between D7 and the G chord. So you end up having to jump. Jump. You may succeed, but you may fail, you may crash. But if you put the middle finger, like I said, on the fourth string, and the ring finger on second string, you have a kind of insurance. You just slide up one fret, then two fingers down. This is much safer way. Now, if you have been playing this D7 chord this way with the index finger on fourth string, you may feel a little awkward changing to middle finger on fourth string my way. But I will guarantee you this is much safer way to play it. And once you get used to it, you feel like your ring finger is skating on the second string. Very easy. Okay, I hope you found the lesson helpful. Please subscribe to my page and like the video and share with your friends. And hope to see you next time. Until then.